Not too close to purple, just to stop the purple, just to start. Not too close to purple, just to warm up.
It's your boy Vibes. We got a little bit of a different video today. We're gonna be just going over the process that I had for this video, my last video. Going over the drawing process because I know a couple people have been asking for tips and stuff like that. So, first off, as I always say, basic sketch. Always do that first. It's really easy to get off. You get a reference, sketch it out really quick. It can be rough because you're going to go over it later on. That's actually the process I did before this. Now I was doing the final lining of the fish. I had already had a sketch that I felt good about, so I kind of just kept going on with that. Um, Having clean and crisp lines were important. Now I'm sketching out the doodle that's going to go inside the middle of the fish. It's important to sketch that out because with a doodle, it's important to take up most, if not all, the space. So you have to be able to plan that out correctly in order for it to look right. So that's what I'm doing right now. Trying to find which objects I wanted to put in certain spots to make sure that I fill the space without it um, looking separated and looking all coherent. So that was pretty important to just look at what you're planning to do and try and fill up all the space within any of the doodles. One thing that people ask me a lot is how you come up with the doodles, and it's really just random ideas that pop in my head. So now we're coloring the fish. The important thing there is that you work from a base color. So I started with the dark, moved up to the normal color, and then we have a tint on the top. Just as to show that the light is coming from the top. So, but it's important to start with the main color of what you're drawing, and then do the darks, and then the lights, because the lights usually go on the top and they take over the rest of it, or they're over the rest of it. So that's why you usually start with a base color. Uh, so now I'm just trying to clean up what I have here. I was going to make it without the black outline that I'd drawn before, but then I felt that it looked better with it, so I kind of just went with that. But yeah, following out with the base color, finding colors that blend to give it more dimension, and just different colors to see are important. I have a trick of using a smudge tool to blend the colors together. It takes a little practice, but you get used to it. Now I'm lining the doodles that are in the middle. As I always say in my videos about the tasty lines, you have to be willing to make it thick, lines thick. So I make thin lines to go over the sketch, and then I'll go over again with thick lines to separate each doodle. And then after that, I get into coloring. Coloring is where you find different colors that blend together. This one I had a specific color scheme that I was working on, so it was a little bit easier for me to find colors to use. If you don't have a specific color scheme, it's going to be kind of hard to figure out what colors you want to use. So if before you start your art piece, you figure out which art piece you want, which color combo, sorry, that you want to use. All right, and there it is. Appreciate you guys watching.
Not too close to purple, just to